Your algorithm has basically replaced you. I mean, seriously, is an algorithm a deeply personal thing now? Like, is seeing someone's algorithm not just like diving into their head, their soul even? It is simply a collection of their beliefs. I see stuff that pisses me off, makes me cry, laugh, nostalgia, hate, envy others, stuff that makes me want to go lift a fucking car off the ground. So, is it not just me? My algorithm is literally the embodiment of my interests, which is all that we really are as people. So, why is it not treated more personally? I don't know that I have an answer to that, to be honest, but I do know one thing. Instagram Reels might be from the literal devil. I do not say that with exaggeration or as a good hook to a video. Nah, I genuinely think it might lead to the end of the world. And I don't think that's that crazy when you think about it. Oh, a little app on my phone is going to end humanity. Yes, bro. I'm telling you right now. The effects of short form content on me, my friends, my fucking parents, even, is an absolute tragedy. And I would even say YouTube would fall under this issue. Humans aren't meant to be entertained all day long, bro. Like, sure, if I watched movies from rise till rest, I'm gonna have better attention span than with like short form content. But the negative effects of not just like staring at a wall or like thinking would be completely catastrophic, even from just watching movies all day. I can't eat a meal without entertainment. Think on that. The very thing humans used to devote every waking moment to is not stimulating enough for me to not throw on some game review or commentary slop. I am mentally slower than I was in middle school. Sit on that for a second because I swear you guys can relate. Like, things weren't such a damn nuisance to me as they are now. The most human or mundane things just make me want to elbow a TV, bro. Alright, well, what does that even mean? Here's a good example, and a little embarrassing to be honest. I cannot stand showering anymore. I just can't. Not saying I don't shower. I'm not a fucking chud. I shower twice a day. But why do I like hate this? Do I hate being clean? Am I a loser? Am I a fucking cat? No to all three. So then what is it? I find it boring. What the hell is that? Boring? The first world luxury that 100 years ago was a rarity and an oddity is boring to me. A literal 5 minute inconvenience pisses me off. And here's the worst part. I swear I scroll social media less than most of the people I know. So if I am this chopped, how fucked is the world? Okay, so why is this a thing? Obvious answer? It's addicting. And I'm addicted. And it's literally replacing your brain. Not figuratively. It is actually like, if you think about it, it is thinking for you, it is feeling for you, it's directing thought, it's storing interests, it's making connections, it's influencing your behavior, and almost any other function of your noggin, brother. Is that not insane? We are actually becoming robots in the least cool way possible. We are externally replacing our brains with an algorithm. I was writing this script and felt genuine compulsion to look at a video of some fucking big dude named
Big Red.
doing a fucking dance, bro, to E85. It is over. Could you imagine your grandpa or great grandpa looking over at you laughing at a little rectangle and then being like, "Oh, what you laughing at, son?" And you've got to say to your grandpa, to your bloodline, that,
Oh, I just saw a brutal car accident, but there was a funny comment.
like, we're so fucked. We are so cooked. And just to be clear, this is not an oddity. This doesn't happen sometimes. I am constantly laughing at grave, just mean-spirited, evil shit on my phone. I'm so desensitized that I think it's funny, bro. Just gonna put a tiny little disclaimer because I'm about to start talking about some weird shit. At least with porn, you are likely gonna watch, jerk it, and move on with the day. You aren't actively neglecting a social situation, and most of you can only watch it for so long. To be crystal clear, porn is pure poison too, in a different and also sharp way. I'm just saying, I know so many dudes who are like, "Bro, porn was fucking ruining me. I'm a different man now that I quit." And yes, that's true. Yet, I can't hold a fucking conversation without these same dudes looking elsewhere like a dog or down at their phone to watch a TikTok. I am addicted to scrolling. I do not deny it, and to be honest, it is one of the worst areas of my life. However, if I am out with friends or at a dinner shooting the shit, that phone ain't in sight. And I swear, I will be mid-sentence and one of my buddies will just look down at his shit and start typing. Now, I don't know who he's typing to, but it pisses me off no matter what. Now, that literally makes me want to roundhouse kick his chin off. But if you think about it, it is literally like a drug addict. I can tell he can't control himself. It is that compulsory. So really, who am I to blame the guy? Like, if I see a dude walk outside to have a cigarette, right? I understand he's addicted to that substance, right? I'm not going to blame him for his want to do that. But we treat social media like it's not exactly the same. It's like you need that bump. Like my friends sitting there talking to me, but I got too boring? No, I don't even think it's that. I don't think it's got anything to do with the value of the conversation. It's just wired into them. It's compulsory to look down. All right, now prepare yourselves because I'm about to go sneaky schizo on you. But I think that there's two possible reasons for this state of hypnotism that was brought into the world. The first is that a bunch of people far smarter than us kept slowly finding ways to make the algorithm more addictive for more profits. Now, I'm not saying this isn't the answer. I think this is actually really possible and probably more likely, but I will say that it is not what I believe. What I believe is the second option, and that is that the system is simply the bread that keeps the commoners happy. That these algorithms were made to silence the bored and subsequently curious brains of the workers who get taxed to death, work dumb hours, and cannot for the life of them gain ownership of any property. To be clear, this has zero political charge since I know people are already getting pissy about that. It's literally just the way I see it. When you really start to get bored and just sit there, it becomes kind of apparent that this country, and maybe the world, but I can only speak for the country I live in, is low-key transitioning into a own-nothing dystopia. I don't want to get much more into that, though, because, that isn't really the point of the video, but it's for sure connected to the doom-scrolling epidemic, despite how ridiculous that can feel to say. Let me hit you with some ball knowledge, by the way. Earlier today, I literally put myself in timeout. Yes, like a toddler, I made myself sit and stare at a wall for around 20 minutes. I didn't do it because of self-punishment or anything. I just felt my mind racing and disgust with how antsy I felt. I posted up behind a black chair and just looked at it. You know the funny thing? I didn't even feel bored. Like, I don't even know if bored is the word I would use, bro. I was just sitting there thinking about shit. Life, my career, my passions, my friends, how I've wronged them, how I've righted them. I think the biggest psyop of this decade was that being bored sucks. And being entertained is, so much preferable. No, it's not. After I scroll for an hour, I feel like a literal zombie. And I'm nothing but entertained while I'm scrolling. I'm a husk of my pre-scrolling self. So why not be bored and happy? Anxious and entertained is miserable in my opinion. I also think it would be kind of weird to talk about this shit and then not offer any solutions because despite what I've been talking like, I think life is awesome and joyous and sweet. And talking like we are doomed is for pussies. I think step one isn't rocket science, guys. Come on now, just delete everything from your phone that is scrollable, essentially. But the way to make this not excruciatingly boring is to replace it with something else. This is the simplest way, but obviously only works when you have options of things to do. If you're sitting at home, hit a workout or go for a jog whenever you feel the need to hit up the heroin needle that is scrolling. We can't be pumping iron constantly though, so the biggest chunk of the newfound free time needs to be spent reading or meditating. Both of these things have innumerable benefits, so just take my word for it. Final option is find something you have passion for. A YouTube video can only guide you to an answer. If you have no passions, you're kind of screwed, so focus energy on finding one. I, for one, feel like I have zero passions, more like a thin spread of passions on a ton of different areas, which kind of sucks since I can't have a career in 10 fields. If any of you guys made it this far, I fucking love you. because I don't know if I would watch this video all the way, to be honest. I'm not sure it had a good enough hook or anything, but respect and thank you, and I'll have more videos out soon.